Tori.
Hello.
Greetings from the Navarra of Fury. We're just cruising around town now because we're going to pick up some dry ice from BOC. They sell dry ice pellets, and the reason we're getting them is because we're going to do dry ice treatment to the floor of the car. I want to show how it actually works. So we're going to pick up some dry ice and take the sound deadening off the floor of the car and show you how easy it is, and fingers crossed it works as well as the last time I did it, because it's actually quite amazing. So yeah, we'll get some dry ice and we'll get back to the workshop and have a crack at it.
Sounds good.
Are you cutting cardboard with an angle grinder?
Sure am. Hey.
We're just scooping some dry ice into the floor of the car, and you might think that's weird, but we're doing that because we're trying to get rid of the sound deadening, which is like a rubbery, horrible, disgusting thing that if you've ever had to remove it, it's quite a tricky process and messy. But years ago I did it on my drag car using dry ice. It worked amazingly. What it basically does is freezes it and then it just comes off, but that was on a Ford, so it might be slightly different. So we're going to have a go at it here and see how it all works out. So Adam's making a wall so we can sort of contain it all in one spot and do one section at a time, and then we can work out how long it takes per section. And yeah, the guys are just scooping it in, so we'll have a look and see how it works. You hear that sound? That's it working. It's like, it's weird, it's just cracking. So put some more in there to fill up those gaps, because I think the longer you leave it, the better it comes off. Yeah. So check this out. Now that that's frozen and cracked up, that's like actual bits of. Show us that piece. Look at that. That's clean and shiny underneath, because that's when it was originally stuck to the floor. So if you move that dry ice out of the way, and then that bit, you should just be able to lift that up with your fingers. Look at that, look at that, and that floor is like factory clean underneath there. So no scraping, no grinding, no heating and melting. Show us how easy that breaks up in your hand. Like, that's normally like hard, like disgusting sticky rubber that would go over, and now show us your hand. Look at that, it was already dirty, but you know, yeah, he doesn't wash his hands, Adam. Alright,
Only some days.
Only Sundays. Sundays or some days?
Some days.
Yeah.
Some days.
Alright, let's get some time lapse action happening. Say hi.
Hi.
Alright, update time. Just move this bit of cardboard out of the way. We've pretty much done the whole back, and we're maybe 20 minutes into it. The disclaimer part of this video is we are using our bare hands, but we're being very tentative, and we're actually using scrapers to get the stuff off, so we're not pulling it off like that. But yeah, it's not ideal to use your hands on it, because it can burn your hands if you touch it for too long. So we're only just sort of brushing it around just quickly. Ideally use a set of gloves, probably like welding gloves or something like that. And the other thing is that because dry ice is technically like frozen carbon dioxide, make sure you do it in a well ventilated area, because you're basically just breathing in carbon dioxide. So we've got a big wide open door there and the workshop there, and at the moment we all feel pretty good. None of us are collapsed, so we're going pretty well, but there's a nice breeze coming through, so we've got plenty of oxygen. So back's almost done, and yeah, we're gonna move on to the front. Alright, so meanwhile, World Time Attack's on, and that's the Drift King. Hello Alan Lorenzo, Drift King's buddy. So we got all the back done. Work experience guy's updated his Snapchat 28 times. Tori's got another tray of ice. earlier on today we got in the back here and got rid of all the deadener. It's all back to factory now. We're going to put something over top of it again to make it look all pretty, but it was more just a case of a long time ago I did this to another car, the drag car you see on the YouTube channel, and I just wanted to do it again and show people how it was done and how easy it works. So between the two of us it took about 2 hours and a bit of messing around, a couple of tricky spots like trying to keep it up on side edges and stuff like that, but as you can see, compared to grinding and you know, heating and doing all that horrible stuff and making your hands filthy and spraying crap everywhere, it's a pretty simple, straightforward process. So it's literally just throw it on there, wait for it to start cracking and making that noise, and then it just comes off, and it's as easy as that. And the other thing to mention too is that in the info below I'll post a couple of links to stuff that I find about safety with dry ice, because it is, you know, something that's, you know, got to treat seriously. So we were, you know, using our hands, but we were very careful and doing it quickly and not holding onto it and stuff like that. So but yeah, be careful with it, get plenty of ventilation, stuff like that. But yeah, there you go. If you're doing a race car, drift car, hot rod, whatever, and you want to get rid of your sound deadener, that's the way to do it.